All right. We are going to take a look at the odd numbers here. Starting with number 11. We already said that my LCD is 14. So what can I multiply this 7 by to give me 14? 2. So we'll multiply by 2 over 2. Now I've got negative 10 over 14x equals 9 over 14. What do I want to do now? Divide? Yes. Even before we do that, though, what do I do with the 14s?
Cross it out.
Cross them out. Now we've got negative 10x equals 9. Just like Nathan said, I'm going to divide by negative 10. Can I simplify 9 over 10 at all? No. So we leave it as negative 9 over 10. Anybody get negative 9 over 10 for number 11? Nah, a couple people? Good. Okay. Number 13. I got 236. What's my LCD? 236? 6. Yeah, you were looking over at number 12. My bad. Down to 13. Yeah, my LCD is 6. So I'm going to multiply my first term by 3/3, because 3 times 2 will give me 6 on the bottom. I'm going to multiply my next term by 2 over 2. Good. And I'm going to leave this last one alone because I've already got a 6. Multiplying it by 1 over 1 isn't going to change anything about my fraction, so I'll leave it like that. Now I've got 9/6x plus 2/6 equals 5/6. 6, 6, 6, they go away. And I've got 9x plus 2 equals 5. What do I want to do now? Minus
2 on both sides.
Good. Subtract 2 on both sides. Perfect. I get 9x equals 3. What now? Divide by
9 on both sides.
9 on both sides. Good. Can I simplify 3/9? X equals 3. Now, if it was 9/3, yes, it would be 3. But because my smaller number's on top, I'm going to keep that one on top. And again, if you're unsure, you can always just break it down. What two numbers multiply to give me 3? 3 times 1. What about 9?
3 times 3.
What can I cancel here?
2 times
3's.
And then be 1/3.
And I'm left with 1 over 3. Not 3 over 1. 1 over 3. And that's what we get. 1/3. Number 15, kind of like our warm-up, 3, 5, 15. Of course, my LCD is going to be 15. I'm going to multiply this first term by 3/3, the next term by 5/5. I'll leave my last one alone. What do I have now? I've got 3/15 x plus 10/15 x equals 13/15. Cross out all the 15s. Now this is where we got to be careful, because what we have now is 2 variable terms on the left. All right, normally we're used to seeing a variable term, constant term, equals a constant term, like you see over in number 16. But you got to look for where we have those x's, because what do I want to do with the 3x and the 10x now?
Subtract it.
Before, so if this was just a 10, yes, we'd subtract it. But I've got 2 x's on the same side, right? If we think back to when we talked about combining like terms, I've got an x term, and just a number. So if I see 2 of the same color on the same side, I'm just going to add those together first and then figure out what inverse operations I need to do, right? So what's 3x plus 10x? 13x. Now how can I get x all by itself? Divide by 13. And we get x equals 1. Absolutely right. Last but not least, number 17. Now this one, 2, 4, and 6 6. So finding my LCD is a little bit harder. I see that 2 goes into 4 and 2 goes into 6, but 4 doesn't go into 6. So I'm going to actually work this one out. I've got 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. 6, 12, 18, 24. That's right. We got a 12, we got a 12, we got a 12. My LCD is going to be 12. I'm going to have to multiply all my terms by something because none of them have a 12 on the bottom. What can I multiply my first term by? 2 over 2. Good. What about my next term?
6 over 6.
Great. And my last term?
3 over 3.
Beautiful. Great job. 10 over 12k plus 6 over 12k equals 9 over 12.
Solve the 12.
Cross out the 12s. And again, I've got variable plus variable.
It'll be 16K.
That's right, equals constant. So we're going to combine those like terms and get 16k and then divide by 16. Can I simplify 9 over 16 at all? Well, let's see. What two numbers multiply to give me 9?
3 times 3.
Okay, what about 16? What two numbers multiply to give me 16? 2 times 8. 2 times 8. And what two numbers multiply to give me 8? 2 times 4. What two numbers multiply to give me 4? 2 times 2. Is there anything we can cancel on the top and the bottom? No. Got all 3's, all 2's. I'm just going to leave it as 9/16. That's as much as I can do with it. That's going to be my answer, 9/16. All right. Is there any other questions on here that we could look at? Anything that you needed some assistance with, help with? You just take your time. Okay. All right.